Hey, what's going on? Let's talk money, honey. Still talking sales, but let's talk money. If you have seen the titling and the verbiage around this video and the tip for today, I was talking about how just because you mention price doesn't mean that you actually attempted to close a sale. And this is a big one for people because you hear things like, oh, if you're not making any money in your business because on your sales call you didn't officially make an offer. And so what a lot of you are doing is you're talking to someone, you're talking about what you do, and then you're just stating the price. And when you just state the price and you don't really couple that with, so we're getting started today, I'm excited to get you on your path to get you the results that you're looking for. Hey, good evening. Then there's some mindset issues that are surrounding that. And I have found, listen to me, I'm talking to you people that have $2,000, $5,000, $10,000 packages. You're no different than the person with the 97, the 200, or the $1,500 package. If the mindset is not firm that what you are doing, that it's well worth it, you will fumble over this piece of the sales call. And energetically, your vibe is going to change if you don't sit there and look at yourself and say, man, what I'm doing for people, I'm giving them my talents and services away at a steal. And the right person who comes to me at the right time knows that. Unfortunately, and I keep reiterating the same thing, and this goes across the board, whether you're DMing on IG or instant messaging on Facebook or sending email through LinkedIn. When it comes to talking about making a connection call, many of you try to make a connection call become a sales call. Now, I've been on a call and it was specifically and solely for the point of connecting with someone, but as we continued through our exchange, the person was like, wow, what do I got to do to work with you? And it's like, oh, well, I mean, I have this program or I offer coaching for this price. And then they say, well, what do I have to do in order to be able to get signed up? But what a lot of you are doing is trying to find a manipulative, cavalier way to get on the phone with people. And when you just randomly do your check through the sales navigator, or you go look on someone's profile through Facebook and say, oh, well, there goes an entrepreneur and they look like they may need my services, and you reach out and make it feel and seem like you're going to connect, and you get on that call and you try to change it into a sales call, the probability is high that you're not even talking to your ideal client, which means you get a lot of no's. You get a lot of people that say, oh, okay, well, if I ever need that, I'll let you know. They don't even say, let me think about it, or let me talk to my spouse. A lot of people just flat out are like, oh, okay, well, I'll contact you if I ever need that service from you, because you feel baited and switched. And you know what it feels like when you're sitting there and someone was just supposed to be communicating with you, talking to you, and then they try to sell you a product. And that chips away at your morale. If you keep talking to people and you're like, hey, I got this great product, I can do all of this stuff for you, and it only costs X amount of dollars, and they're like, yeah, it's not in my budget, I'll talk to you later, yeah, I'm going to do it, but then they never sign up, you can begin to question your price. And if you question your price, that means when you get to that part of the sales conversation, you lose enthusiasm. So a lot of you, what you're doing is you're talking to people and assuming that because you're talking about your product or service, and then you make the statement, oh yeah, I do all of this for $5,000. You just made a statement. It's like, oh, okay, such and such is at the movies. Oh, all right. Okay, good information. You didn't say, hey, it's at the movies. Do you want to go with me? Hey, this is a price. Do you want to purchase it from me? And a lot of you, for that reason, very simple tip, you're fumbling on your sales call because you didn't make an offer. You didn't say this only costs $5,000, $2,000. I don't care what the price point is, and I would love to help you achieve your goals. Can we get started on this today, or something of that nature? Then you never get a firm yes, no, and then the infamous maybe, which master closers, they don't do maybes. It's either a yes or it's a no. But if you're in a maybe zone, who are you doubting? Are you doubting me? Are you doubting my process? let's talk this out so you can go ahead and go to the next place you need to go to if I'm not the one, and you can quit BSing around and let me talk you through your fears if I'm the one that you're supposed to work with. So my question for you is, what category do you fall in? Are you the person who makes a firm offer that says, this is what I have, this is what it costs, hey Pika, and I would love to work with you. Let's get this started so that we can achieve your goals. Or are you the person that's like, yeah, it's really been good talking to you. I do this all the time for entrepreneurs, and this is my price. Because if that's what you're doing, you're leaving money on the table. You are not optimizing opportunities. So if you're going to become a master closer, then you need to understand that you need to couple an offer with a statement. So give me some feedback, put it in the comments. I know that I've been giving you guys a lot of tips, a lot of things for you to think about, and all of them really say something about your mindset. And I would love for you to give me some feedback in the comments, and let's discuss this. Let's talk about it, because everybody's not broke. Everybody's not a freebie seeker, and you shouldn't assume that people don't want to spend with you. And typically what ends up happening, and this is going into, all of them are kind of blur into each other. This is kind of going into another tip that I'm going to talk about a little bit more. Some of you end up offering a payment plan. It's like, oh yeah, this is $5,000. You know what? And I'm really flexible with my clients. Let me know whatever you need, however you need me to, take payments from you. Huh? Are you just assuming that that person doesn't have $5,000? Does your reputation not precede you? Is there not anything that is on your website or in some type of testimonial that talks about your programs, your pricing, and your structure? I mean, thank you, ma'am. This is real. And people will debate, should you or shouldn't you have your prices on your website? And that's a totally different conversation. But the honest to goodness truth is, your brand speaks for itself. There are some people who do not, yes, talking too much and sabotaging yourself. There are people who do not reach out to work with me. And you know why? Because they think they cannot afford me. Not knowing, and I'm going to throw this one in for free, and everybody may not agree with this strategy. Oh, I'm running out of time. Okay. I'm going to say this really quick. I do low, middle, and high ticket. I have products based on income levels. And that just means that I also control how I dispense information based on a person's investment level. But when people look at me, they look at my brand, they see the upgrades, they see the website, they see the way that I'm poised, how I talk about my business, how I present myself. They're like, oh, I don't think that I can afford her. But I am a go-getter. Whether it's a low ticket, middle ticket, or high ticket, I go after people that I believe that I'm destined to work with. And I don't care if I'm offering somebody something that's $97, $4,000, or $8,000. I speak with the same level of enthusiasm, because I know at whatever level you invest in, you are going to get what you're looking for. If you invest at a higher ticket, every single client that I've ever had that has evolved from a low ticket to a middle ticket to a high ticket has said every time I invested more, I couldn't believe that this woman had more to give. They were satisfied at the results at the lower level, but they were like, I want more. And then they invested more and they were like, whoa, and I want more. If you've properly structured your business, you should be able to do that. And if you haven't, then you can. So I would love to talk to you guys to see where your head is at about sales. I want you to be very, very comfortable about it. If you haven't joined Business Mastery yet, that's where the deeper conversation is going to go, where I'm going to be talking about sales a lot, especially this month. I will put the link in the comments for those of you that want to join. For individuals that are more aggressive and are ready to get help with sales, I have a mastermind coming up in March. You should go to augustcrenshaw.com/slay sales so that you can find out more about my methodologies and just fill out an application so that we can sit down and talk about what it looks like. Because I'm going to tell you something. If you have high ticket offers, what I teach you, one sale can get you your money back. One woman invested with me and made 3 times her money back, but you have to have the right price points. So I serve and I slay to the highest degree. The question is just at what level do you want to change? So thank you guys for joining me. That was your nugget today, and I'll be back tomorrow. All right? Deuces.